What, they still want a review? Pfft. If you read the books, don't watch it. Guys, I planned on making this review and just absolutely bib-bob bashing this movie to the best of my abilities. Because, in my opinion, this was a disappointment. Or let me say it better. This movie was a disappointment to me. I had a lot of expectation because I'm one of the generation that grew up reading the book by Alvin Schwartz from 1989, and even like the artwork, which I will say, the special effects in this movie, which tried to blend the old style sketch work from the old book into a new age CGI amazingness, they did a great job. I think it was amazing. I love the way it looked. The kids were terrified, and they facilitated like each of the stories to the best of their ability as far as special effects go. Now that I've said that, now that I've buttered up the movie, I'm gonna bash it a little. Are you ready? Oh my god, the puppet's gonna bash a movie for once. I'm ready. This let me down a lot. They should have just stuck with the original concept and, I don't know, like, made it like episodic, okay? Like, there was a cue from a DJ in the movie, which I'm gonna say this really quick. The bio for this movie is a bunch of kids on Halloween are trick-or-treating, and it's like the ragtag troupe from like the 60s, the stereotypical like goofy kid, alpha kid, little nerdy girl, and the new guy. Like, no joke, they didn't even bother trying with that one. But they come across a book of stories from a woman named Sarah, and they find it in a haunted house and make the decision to steal from this dead woman and take this book from her haunted house. And sure enough, the ghost decides to follow them and, I don't know, get revenge from them stealing the book from her, which, all more power to her, because I was kind of siding with the ghost for the 90% of this movie, because these kids are just awful. Like, the characters are awful. I'm not saying the actors were bad. The actors did their best, and they portrayed the characters great. And I'm not going to say that the acting in overall was bad, because I loved how well they acted. It's just, again, like Bill and Ted, it's the storyline that messed me up the most. The way that they portrayed this story. None of the stories from the book that made it into the movie are actually the stories from the book. They have a mild basis, like they were inspired by. So, like, there's a moment, I'm just gonna go ahead and tell you, where, like, the jockey bully kid that messes with them is, like, walking through a cornfield, and it's the story about Harold the Scarecrow. Now, Harold the Scarecrow in the books kills a guy, peels a guy, and dries him like leather on the roof of his house at the end of the story in the book. In the movie, he like smacks the Scarecrow around during the day with his friends, like throwing beer bottles and stuff at it, and then when he's like walking through the cornfield at night, it like comes alive and stuff and hunts him down and stabs him with a pitchfork, and it's like like coming at him and stuff, and he's terrified, and he ends up turning into the Scarecrow, and it was just a really weird moment. Like, the original story is twice as scary as that, and they kind of ruined it. I think the only one that they got well is the one that the trailers really beefed up, and that was the one with the girl called the Red Spot with the spider bite on her cheek that, oh my god, that was so brutal to watch. It was such an intense scene for me because I'm arachnophobic. But again, they botched it, you know? There was different reasons why the girl had spider bite. It just didn't make sense. And, oh my god. Like, have you ever watched a movie where the ending was so disappointed that you wish you could have, like, just forgot everything you just saw? It was really disappointing. They had a chance to really wow an audience with The Red Room, but they messed that up too, and that was really disappointing. But the ending was probably the most disappointing for me because it was all about like friendship and changing the ghost's mind and showing her how evil she became and blah blah blah, and that's not really what those stories were about. Those stories were about scaring the patootie out of someone. You were literally like, back in the day, like say the power went out and there wasn't a single light on in the house, and it was pitch black dark and like, 5-6 o'clock at night. When I was a kid, we would like and like scatter off and go get candles and stuff, and then go grab this book and tell stories from the book and do our best to scare the pants out of each other. See, there's like little cues in the book. You're supposed to pass it from one person to the next, and inside the book are cues for the reader on how to properly scare people with the story. So, in my opinion, what they should have done was like an episodic movie where, like the DJ in this movie cued basically the individual stories as they came, like gave them a little intro, and then, you saw the person deal with whatever happened in the story, and then, maybe they even like intersect lives, like you see them like passing each other like on the street or something and stuff, and like that would have been cool. But making this like a group of kids survival movie, and it's not like they make it out, okay? Some of these kids get gruesomely dead. Gruesomely dead, in not the best, in not good ways, and it's something to watch. But like at the end, like I said, that ending just botches the whole movie. If you want to watch something and see the CGI for what it is and appreciate the movie for the chance that they tried to take with it, by all means watch it, okay? Great flick. But don't watch it expecting to see the like original scary stories, telling the dark stories portrayed to the fullest, because it's not. It's truly just like inspired by the book. Thanks for tuning into my review, everybody. I hope you guys liked watching, and I hope this gave you a good, solid decision on what you were going to do regarding watching it. If you like my channel, or if you have a movie that you want to see me watch or see me review, don't want to see me watch it, maybe you do. We could all stream a movie together, watch it like friends, get some buttered popcorn, who knows. But in the comments, go ahead and jot those puppies down, and I'll take a look at them. And then whatever we end up seeing, we'll watch together, because that would be great, wouldn't it? Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. But until then, my name's Nobody. I love your face, and I'll see you next time.